Mathematics class. So in our previous class we have discussed about 4.3 exercise, isn't it? We have started and we have completed the 4.3 exercise. I think we have completed question number 18 in our previous class, and I have gave you to solve that 18th question. I have found the value of x and y, and I have given the statement to the z, statement to find the value of z. So hope you all found the value of z. Okay, now coming to question number 19. Okay, by this question we will be completing our exercise 4.3, and we will be starting exercise 4.4. Before that we will be solving some example problems. Okay, now coming to question number 19. Here we have totally 3 diagrams. Okay, so first let me tell you first one about first question. Okay, I'll be telling any 2 from this. So first one, here you have question like this. X degree, here we have 116 degree. So A, B, E, C, and here we have D. Okay, so this is the question what he had given. What we need to do? We need to find the value of x here. You can see what we need to do. So given here AB is parallel to CD, and angles what he had given, BAE is equals to how much? 104 degree. Similarly AEC, angle AEC is equals to x degree, and angle ECD is equals to 116 degree. So you can say, sir, we have 2 parallel lines. Not at all a problem. So can I say these as a transversal to these both the parallel lines? No. Here we are getting 2 transversals. Here transversal is a straight line, but what here? It is going up to here E, and after E it is turning again, isn't it? So now it is not forming a triangle, or neither it is having another parallel line from E. So how we can solve such type of problem? It is very easy. How we can solve? Just we will take an imaginary line from this. Okay, E to F to make parallel, which is a parallel to both AB and CD. Hope you all understood, isn't it? So how we can take? Here we have 2 lines. Okay, one line is being curved, it is turned, so we can't take this as one transversal. For converting this, here we are getting 2 transversals. To convert these, we are just what we are doing, we are just drawing an imaginary line which is parallel to these both AB and CD, which is equal, at equal distance from both AB and CD. Okay, each and every point is at equal distance. So here what we did, we have drawn the imaginary line so that we can solve it easily. Okay, you can see here, so this x has been divided into 2 parts, equal parts. Am I right or wrong? Here x is divided into 2 parts, so here I can take x by 2, and similarly here I can take x by 2. Am I right? So like this you can solve the question. Okay, so this is how you can solve. Okay, now it is very easy now. So what? This angle plus this angle, 104 degree plus x by 2 degree is equals to how much? Corresponding angles which are lying at one side is equals to 180 degree, isn't it? So as it is adding, we will be subtracting 104, isn't it? So x by 2 is equals to 180 degree minus 104 degree. So x by 2 is equals to 180 minus 104 is 76 degree. If here it is division, what is the multiplicative inverse of by 2 into 2? So x is equals to 76 into 2. So if you multiply, x is equals to 6 2s are 12. Okay, 7 6 are 6 2s are 12. 7 2s are 14 plus 1, 152. Isn't it? What do we got here? We have got the total value of x here, isn't it? So let me check once. So 4.1, no, we are discussing about 4.3. Just a minute. Okay, question number 19 we are being solving now. So question number 19, I am not getting it properly. So this is how you can solve this type of questions, okay. So question number, just a minute. So here this is not two equal parts. Why? Because you can see here these are not, okay, this mistake will be doing in thing, okay. You can see these both are not converted into equal parts. Why? Because you can see here, I thought this as this. So here diagram is like this. This line is shorter and this line is bigger, okay. So the angle will be different. It is not in two equal parts. So let us assume these as, so this total angle is x, isn't it? This total angle is x. So what we have did, we have converted into two parts. They both are not equal. Why? Because these lines are not equal. They are not present at equal distance. They are, okay, the degree is different. It is placed at other angles. So different angles, two different angles. So here this x I am dividing into this y and z. If I add these both the angles, again I will be getting x. So what I have taken, x is equals to y plus z. Why? Because these both the lines are not at the same distance. They are not, the length of these both the lines is not same, okay, not equal. As these are not equal, then the angle is also not equal. It means that this is divided into two parts. That two parts we are taking either one part as y and another part as z. Okay, one part I am taking y and another part I am taking z. Okay, so here this part I am taking as y. Here also it is y. Okay, so y part will be getting y is equals to, so here if you solve this you will be getting 76 degrees. So y value we have got as 76 degree. Now coming to this z, similarly again this is parallel, these both are parallel. This is what? AB is parallel to EF. Similarly we are taking these both as parallel. EF is parallel to CD. Then these are corresponding angles. When we add these, we will be getting 180 degree, isn't it? So Z plus 116 degree is equals to 180 degree. Additive inverse is minus 116. Z is equals to 180 degree minus 116 degree, isn't it? If I remove 116 from 180, 180 minus 116, 10 minus 6 is 4, 7 minus 1 is 6, isn't it? So here Z value we have got as 64 degree. Now coming to what? X value. What is X value? Addition of these both y and z, these two parts, isn't it? So X is equals to 76 degree plus 64 degree. If you add this both, 70 plus 70, here we will be getting 140 degree. Hope you all understood. Okay, so what we did, we have converted this into two parts, but they both are not equal. These both angles are not equal. Why? Because this is the shorter line and this is the longer line. Okay, so we can't take as a two equal parts. If he had mentioned in the question, I thought he had mentioned in the question, but he didn't mention in the question. Okay, but these two parts are being taken separately. You can take any alphabet. On behalf of taking y and z, you can take A, B, C, D, X, Y. X already, X, he had given X in the question. So, behalf of X, you can take any other values. Okay, so like this, you need to find the value of X here. Okay, same in second question is also same and third question is also same. Let me do one more question in second question. Okay, in 19th, question number 2. Hope you all understood what we are doing mistake, where we are doing. We'll just rectify that. Okay, now here also these both the lines are not equal. Length of these both the lines are not equal. So C, D, and the angle is also different. So here we have 35 degree and here we have 65 degree. So here A, here it is B. Totally here we are having x degree. You can see here totally we are having x degree. So these both are parallel, but they both are not connected by one transversal. Here we are having two lines which are meeting at a point E, but they are not straight. They are just diverted, isn't it? So what we need to do now? We need to draw imaginary line for such type of questions, isn't it? Okay, as this one transversal is cutted and it is been moved to another direction. These two parallel lines are not connected by one single transversal. So because of that reason, we are taking one imaginary line, that is EF here. Understood? So now from what he had given, CD is parallel to AB. Okay, CD is parallel to AB. Again, what are the angles? This angle is 35 degree. Okay, angle BCE is 35 degree. Angle CEA or AEC is equals to x degree. EAB, angle EAB is equals to 65 degree. These are the angles which he had given. Now coming to the part, this x is divided into two parts which are not equal, isn't it? We have did, okay, in previous question. These two parts are not equal, they are different little bit. Why? Because these both are, this, see here, this angle is different, these both the angles are different, then they will be also different. So let me take this part as y and let me take this part as z. So this totally I am converting x in terms of y plus z. If I add y plus z, then again I will be getting x. So here you can take this transversal CE as transversal to CD parallel to EF. Then what I will get? Y value is equals to, directly I will get 35. Y is equals to 35y. Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Similarly, again I am taking these as transversal. So EA as transversal to EF parallel to AB, EF parallel to AB, then what I will get? These both the angles will be equal. Okay, so Z is equals to 65 degree. Why? Since alternate interior angles, isn't it? This is parallel, so this angle and this angle are equal. So therefore, if I add this both the angles, I will be getting y, x. So x is equals to y plus z. So x is equals to 35 degree plus 65 degree. If I add this both, I will be getting 100 degree, isn't it? 60 plus 30, 90 plus 10, 100 degree. Hope you all understood. Okay. So here, this how we can solve the problem. Okay. These problems are based upon the transversals which are not, here we are having two transversals, okay, but he had not given this parallel line. So we need to assume the imaginary line which is parallel to CD and AB to find the exact value of this unknown variable. Okay, so this thing you need to remember. Okay, now coming to, so this is how we will solve the problems. One more problem is there in your textbook in 19th bit. Okay, you just try that. So this is our 15th part. Now coming to question, next angle sum properties of triangles. Okay, so let me tell one example so that you can understand. In your textbook you have example number 14, that is the angles of a triangle are given in form of variables, then find the angle. So what he had given, example number 14, angles of triangle are 2x 3x plus 5 and 4x minus 14 degree. So find the value of x and the measure of angles of a triangle, and the measure of angles of a triangle. So what you know that what he had given in the question, he had given 3 angles of the triangle. So triangle consists of 3 angles, 3 sides, 3 vertices, isn't it? He had given that 3 angles, interior angles, isn't it? He didn't mention interior, exterior. So therefore he had given about interior only. The angles of a triangle are 2x, 3x plus 5 and 4x minus 15. So let us assume one triangle like this. So here it is, as it is bigger, I am taking as 3x plus 5, little bit smaller. So this is a 2x and this is 4x minus 14. I am just assuming. This is not exactly I am getting. I am just assuming a triangle ABC. So in that triangle he had given the 3 angles. So that is, one angle is a 2x, second one is 3x plus 5 and third one is 4x minus 14. So what you need to do? You need to find the value of x. So how you will find the value of x? So directly you can, sum of interior angles of triangle is equals to 180 degree, isn't it? Isn't it? In a triangle, if you add the interior angles, how much you will be getting? You will be getting 180 degree, isn't it? So what? Given triangle, given triangle, let triangle ABC, let us assume that as triangle ABC, angle A is equals to, this is A, second is B and third is C. So in order I have taken, this is A, B and here I have taken C, okay. So A is equals to, angle A is equals to 2x, angle B is equals to 3x plus 5 and angle C is equals to 4x minus 14, isn't it? 4x minus 14. So what do we know? Okay, sum of interior angles of triangle ABC is equals to 180 degree, isn't it? When we add the interior angles, all 3 interior angles, we'll be getting that sum as 180 degree, isn't it? So angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degree, isn't it? So what is A? 2x plus what is B? 3x plus 5 plus what is C? 4x minus 14 is equals to 180 degree. 2x plus like terms you have to add now. 2x plus 3x, 3x plus 4x. If you add these 3 like terms, okay, you can get 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. 9x. Now these both are like terms here. 14 minus 5, you will be getting 9, isn't it? But the symbol will be negative. Why? Because the greater number is 14 here. Before that you are having minus, so you will be getting negative symbol, isn't it? So 14 minus 5 is 9, that is equals to 180 degree, isn't it? Here it is adding, so minus 9. So additive inverse of minus 9 is plus 9. So therefore 9x minus 9 plus 9 is equals to 180 degree plus 9. Why we are taking additive inverse? Okay, adding 9 on both sides, isn't it? So plus 9 minus 9 will become 0. 9x is equals to 180 plus 9, 189 degree. So 9 is multiplying here. Multiplicative inverse is divided by 9. So divide 9 on both sides. So how? 9x divided by 9 is equals to 189 degree divided by 9 degree. 9 by 9 will become 1. 9 ones are 9 twos are 18. 9 ones are 9, isn't it? So x value we have got as 21 degree. So what we got the value of x? We got the value of x as 21 degree, and also he asked to measure the all angles. So how you will measure? You will substitute that x value in this variable. Okay, so 2 into 21, so 21 twos are 42 degree, isn't it? Similarly, in the place of x, you are substituting 21, so 3 into 21 plus 5, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6 plus 5. If you add 63 plus 5, you will be getting 68 degree, isn't it? Now coming to third measure, that is 4x, 4 into 21 minus 14, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 84 minus 14. If you subtract, 4 minus 4 will become 0, isn't it? 8 minus 1 will become 7. So here we have got 70, isn't it? Now you can see first one is 42, second one is 68 and third one is 70. If you add 60 plus 40, 100, 110, 110 plus 70, 180. Again you got the sum of interior angles as 180 degree, isn't it? So this is how first you will find the value of x, and again he asked to find the measure of all the angles in the question. So how you will find the measures? By substituting in the place of x, by substituting the value which we have got as a 21. When you substitute in the place of x, you will be getting 42, 68 and 70. So like this you can find the measure of angles. Okay, so this is how we have completed, okay, example. Now let us do one more example. So basically this exercise fully depend upon the triangles, okay, angle sum properties of the triangles. Next, similarly coming to example number 15. Example number 15. Example 15, what he had given in the question, in an adjacent, I am just reading the question. Actually there is a problem in software, okay, let it be. So here I have got question number 15, in an adjacent figure, AB is parallel to QR. I am not writing the whole question, I am just writing the main points, okay. So what he had given AB is parallel to QR, AB is parallel to QR, and again what he had given, angle BAQ is equals to 142 degree and angle ABP is equals to 100 degree. So what he asked you to find, we need to find first A angle APB, B angle AQR, and C angle QRP. These three angles we need to find. Okay, so let me draw the diagram so that we can understand it clearly. So here we have figure, these both the lines are parallel, AB, QR, and here we have P. So this angle he had given as 100 degree, and AQ, BA, see here question, BAQ, this angle he had given as 142 degree. Okay, so what we need to find? We need to find APB. First APB, we need to find first this angle. Second one is AQR, this angle we need to find, and third one QRP, this QRP, this angle we also have to find. This is A, this is B, and this angle is C. Okay, so first one, this is second one, and third one. These all the angles we need to find here. So how you will find? Okay, so here we have triangle. Okay, we have triangle triangle PQR and PAB. You can see here we are having two triangles, isn't it? First one is PAB. This is first triangle, and if I take second triangle, if I remove this, I'll be getting PQR. So we have two triangles. What is first one? First one is PQR. This is bigger triangle, and second one is a triangle ABP or PAB. So PAB is a shorter triangle, smaller triangle, and this is bigger triangle, isn't it? PQR is bigger triangle and PAB is a smaller triangle. So now coming to the point how we will find the values. Okay, now you can see here these both the lines are parallel, isn't it? Then AB is parallel to QR. So for finding this value, Q value, what I am doing, I am taking this as transversal. First I will take this as transversal. Why? See here, this is, he had given 142, and here we don't know, here we need to find. So here what I am doing, I am taking these values as, okay, these angles I am taking as, this angle I am taking as X, this angle I am taking as Y, and this angle I am taking as Z. First one, second one, third one. This is X, this is Y, and this is Z. So you can see, if I take these as transversal, okay, to these parallel lines, can I get the value of Y or not? Yes, absolutely. So what happens, sir, if I take these as transversal, if you take, you can get this. See here, this is 100, then this is also 100, corresponding angles, isn't it? So now, first I am taking AQ as transversal, as AQ is transversal to AB parallel to QR, then what we will get? BAQ, angle BAQ equals to angle AQR. Okay, so that is directly you will be getting Y is equals to 142 degree. Okay, you just what you do, so as the time is not sufficient now, so you just try what I have said. If you take these both are corresponding. If you take these both are adjacent angles. Like that, you just try to solve. Okay, we'll be continuing this problem in our next class. Okay, thank you.